Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the bald explorer, out on another walk. This time I'm back close to where I was fairly recently, at a place called Tolmere Farm, which is near Findon in West Sussex, just north of Worthing. I'm slightly slipping and sliding around of the sun looking at me, which is rather lovely. It's a very cold and soggy underfoot December day here in the south of England, and I'm up on the South Downs. You can probably see the little trench that I'm sort of walking in. Anyway, not so long ago, Martin Snow and I visited a place called Muntham Court, which is a beautiful, or was, a beautiful old mansion house. There'd been mansion houses there for, well, many years, quite a few centuries, possibly dating back, I think the land dating back to the Domesday Book. One of my viewers, Jason, I think his name is, said, have you been to this particular spot and looked around? And he'd sent me a Google map link. Well, I had a look at it, and it was on the hill just above where Muntham Court was, this house was. And I thought, well, no, I haven't been there. I wonder why you're suggesting that. Well, he said it was the family graveyard for the Thyns, or the Thines. I think they're the baronets of Bath. The view's particularly stunning from here, and right in the distance I can just about see the sea, which is wonderful. Now, immediately in front of me is this circular plot of land. Now, it may be that I can't get in, as I say. There is fencing around it. I'm just going to take a stroll up. Now, there's a field beyond this where apparently on the Ordnance Survey map it does show a tumulus, a Neolithic burial mound. And I had a bit of a comment from one of my viewers, a different viewer, saying when I went to a different place looking at the tumuli and said, oh, a lot of them have been ploughed over, he said, well, that's not true, they're preserved. Well, I'm pretty certain that that one has gone. Anyway, this seems to be accessible. You go through here. These trees have been planted a long time ago. Oh, here we go. It is all a bit overgrown, but if we have a look here in the centre, there you go. That is, I think, the Thyn or the Thine cross. Now, I believe the other graves are down here. You do seem to be allowed up here because there's a little a gate. So just crunching my way through on this very frost-ridden day. In the distance there you can see the way up to Sisbury Ring. Sisbury Ring actually, I believe, on my left, so that's going over towards Chantonbury Ring. But over here we have the graves laid out. Gosh, Brian Sheridan Thyn or Thine. And then if we move along, we have Colonel Ulrich Oliver Thine. He died in 1873 to 1950. We have some tombs here, which I don't know if they are tombs. They must be. And then here, this is Lord Henry Frederick, who died in 1904. And then finally, Alice, can't make out the date, 1859 born, or is that died? Well, they're certainly at peace anyway, so that's a good thing. So it was possible to make a pilgrimage from Muntham Court, which is just below this ridge, this line of trees, up here, and pay their respects. Just going to head back through this little circular area, past this incredible monument here, and is that? I've got to get to it. I think I found another grave, sort of buried away from everywhere else. And oh yeah, ooh, here we go. No inscription, at least not on that side. Oh, wait a minute. I'll just get the camera in. Oh, it's a bit tricky to get to that one. Oh. Ooh. Just fell down a hole. Well, okay. Let's leave the Thine family, or the Thin family, and whoever else is here in peace. And I just want to have a quick look at that tumulus, and to see if it is there or not. Just a slight diversion before I get to the tumulus, because I forgot there's this little hut here. Little hut, which I believe is the entrance to a reservoir, water reservoir, I understand, that would have been here. And I don't know whether that's the reservoir for the house. I'm guessing this must have been Muntham land, part of the farm. It's all enclosed, but I just wanted to have a quick look to show you that. Also on the old maps, actually, if I just come down here, I know I'm all over the place with today's video, and I apologise for that. There's a bit of the old Flint Wall, which I assume is part of the Muntham property. Let's see if we can have a closer look at it. It's a bit slippery. Sheep grazing enclosure. If we walk along here, rather picturesque. Bits of the wall has broken down, and then that's back into what is now the crematorium, and that goes on. I believe that's a little footpath. Look, you can peek through the wall. Rather beautiful. Yes, on the OS map, another little feature. I mean, this is one of the beauties of the Ordnance Survey map, is of course it marks all these old anomalies which you can go and out search for, and that is a Roman well. Now, I don't know anything about this Roman well. I'm not sure that I want to go down there. I'm going to go back the way I came, past the little hut, and the Roman well is somewhere in this neck of the woods. It's not open. You can't go and drop a coin down there or anything like that. Okay, through this last gate, and so the tumulus is a burial mound, Neolithic most likely, possibly Iron Age, and it should be here, just in this field. But this field is flat, and as I suspected, the tumulus and all vestige, I mean, it would be a mound, you know, like we've seen, it would be a mound, and it's been ploughed out, I'm not blaming modern farmers, it's over periods and periods of time. You think these were put there, what, 2,000 years ago? People have been farming and naturally they have gone. So I'm not blaming the farmers particularly. So thank you so much for joining me on another walk. I've got to go back through the gate. I will join you on another one. I'll get out as often as I can. When the weather's like this, you can't argue with it. Thanks so much. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a message, and if you wouldn't mind supporting the show in any way you can, a donation is always fantastic, puts petrol in the car, means I can go further afield. Till the next time, bye-bye.